Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Alright guys, so exciting stuff. And I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, we got two very solid setups going into the next few trading sessions that I think a lot of people are gonna like. That'll be at the end of the video. Stay tuned. But as of right now, guys, SPY is at resistance. Come over here to QQQ. QQQ is at resistance. Come over here to IWM. IWM is at resistance. Come over here to DIA. New all-time high with an RSI at 85. So I'm just going to say right now, guys, I do think there's a solid chance we did top for the short term today, and SPY is going to be taking a trip all the way down here to 462. Doesn't have to be how that goes, but I think you're probably going to do a break and retest of the July high over here, as well as this level over here. Now, above this level, we're saying you did have room all the way up to 473. Now, we are at 473 as of today. You do have your RSI at 79. You have Dow's RSI over there at 85. And you have QQQ's over here at 74. Everything is overbought. 3 out of 4 major indices are over here at resistance. One has the RSI of 85. You come over here to VIX, and I will point out, all right, you have this bullish divergence taking place here, and you're getting a spike right off of support. Now, the next thing I want to point out here about this daily chart is the volume spike. Why do you have a massive volume spike? Because someone took a position today. Why are you going to be taking a long position out, like a big long position right at resistance? Now, I understand a lot of action probably went down today, but guys, a lot of action has been able to go down this whole time. Now, I get it. You had a big volume day yesterday. Bullish positions were taken. Today, you stalled out at resistance. You have an indecision candlestick, so that means there's a battle going on today. I'm just saying it's very reasonable to, expect that a big seller took a position today, or big sellers, we should say. That rhymes. Hey. All right. But yeah, 404.58, guys. Today you were bumping your head on 404.58. Now yesterday you were right underneath it. You closed right underneath it. Today you have a big fat nasty spinning top, doji candlestick, whatever you want to call this. Doesn't have heavier volume than yesterday, but I will point out the RSI is declining down here, and it would be very reasonable to see this move right here. Now what we can do right here to be looking for where we're going to be pulling back to is a Fibonacci retracement. Right here you can see the break and retest would align with the 50% retracement, and then if we want to go a little bit lower, we can go all the way down here to anywhere from 392 as low as 388. That is the thing. That is what I'm really looking for. We can see a deeper retracement here, considering we still haven't seen this deeper retracement. We literally have not yet, and I think it's still extremely reasonable that we should be seeing that at some point, but we very clearly are in a short squeeze market. All right, shorts are getting squeezed. There, no breath is being given, or no air. All right, shorts heads are just underwater, and it's just been happening. So are we finally going to see a pullback? I have no idea. But before we go any further, I'm going to come over here, the AAII Investor Sentiment Survey. Now this is a survey that comes out every single Wednesday, and it measures. This is, has a lot of participants in it, but this is what I use as my, broad base for what is market sentiment right now, all right? What are the market participants as a whole feeling right now? The investors, the people that are the big money behind the markets, what are they feeling? All right, they're the most bullish they've been all year, 51.4%, all right? Week ending 7/19/2023. Let's go look at what happened 7/19/2023. I honestly don't know. I didn't look before the video, so we're going to actually see. 7/19 was right here. All right. You did have a pullback. All right. You actually started that pullback. It was 1%. I'm just going to point out, guys. There's your 1%. So Was that the pullback before we go, you know, up another 2% from the low there? That would bring you to all-time high. I have absolutely no idea. No idea. All right. You guys see the same market that I'm seeing right now, but all I'm saying is someone took a position today right at resistance on SPY over there. Let's actually come over here to SPX. Oh, big fat position taken over on the big boy himself right over here. All right. DIA. Big fat position was taken. I'm just saying it's not logical that someone's taking out a long position here at the high. You got to be like, I'm not going to call anybody stupid or, you know, a clown or anything. I retweeted a tweet today, and I'm just going to say, guys, I'm glad to be a student of the market. I know you guys are all students of the markets too. All right, that we definitely share. And I'm not here to say anyone's stupid. I've had plenty of bad calls. All right, so you know, if you get a bad call, I don't care. I'm a student of the market too. All right, I'll be a student of the market for the next, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I don't care, guys. Listen, guys, let's get good at this stuff. It's gonna take some time, so don't hate, appreciate. Let's keep going with the video. All right, you got a hangman candlestick though with heavy volume over here on DIA. I don't think it's logical that, you know, a buyer took that position, and even if it was a seller and he's about to get squeezed, I think you'd see some consolidation like this. All right, it's illogical that you saw a heavy position get taken on this day. Now, yes, price moved up heavy. Today, we didn't even get that. But even over here, you had the heavy volume spike after you already had one the day before on a big day. All right. And then you have not such a big day. And then you have consolidation. So like the seller, it took time for that sell order to get digested there is what I'm getting at. That's what we're at least about to see here. And I think probably QQ is going to come down here instead. Back to 393.50. All right. But yeah. All right, guys. But stepping over here to Mr. VIX, I'm going to point out right here, you do have a bullish engulfing candlestick here on the daily time frame. You are at previous support, now turned resistance. So we're going to have to see what happens here. My guess is you do have a spike here, though. All right. And guys, I am going to say the index is probably going to pull back, but the setups I'm focusing on right now are to the long side. I'm not looking at short setups, at least right now. You know, I'm just going to say on the indexes, SPY and QQ, guys, you could short this thing, but, you know, I think longing this pullback, guys, I've been saying it the whole time. Be so freaking bullish on this market. I'm ashamed that, you know, I even tried shorting the move that I wanted to long so bad, guys. I plan on making so much money from this move up. I didn't. All right. I like, you know, started to, you know, I remember I bought too early, guys. I started going really heavy too early here. Then I got to, you know, it was looking really good, and I sold out and waited for a pullback or something right here. Look at all of this that I just missed. What is that? All right, I could have just longed the market. I knew this was going to be an explosive move up, guys. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just how things work, okay? Whether it was going to be corrective or not, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, something like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to continuously see the sequence, or it's going to be the ABC move, or it's an ABCD. Regardless, guys, we saw the 5, and I was saying here, it's either we saw the ABCD move, or we're going to see, you know, the 5 waves lower, and then we're going to see a massive move higher, or we're just going to see a corrective move higher. I wasn't too sure until you started getting these breakouts and stuff like that. And now I see, guys, we're getting the massive move higher. We're about to get this. I've been saying all-time highs, you know, was definitely a possibility. Since we were back at the July over here, guys, we're getting really close. And if we pull back, it was going to turn into what we have over here on SMH, which was a massive cup and handle, guys. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. You had a break and retest here. This is the weekly chart. This isn't the daily chart. The weekly time frame. You had a break and retest. You had a bull flag over here. You know, I didn't see it at the time, but, you know, it does look, you know, pretty darn decent right over here. Now, speaking of bull flags, guys, we've talked about the indices decently here. All right, I think it's time to bring up these setups. Now, I'm also going to talk, before I bring up these setups, I'm just going to say, guys, I am transitioning. All right, I'm not really transitioning too much here on this channel. I'm just going to keep that in mind, all right? I'm still going to cover the indexes every single day. All right. But what I'm transitioning into is getting excited about the focus setups we will include at the end of these videos, guys. Now, I don't know if anybody has noticed, but we've actually, in the background, in the back of these videos, I don't know how many people. I know, like, about half of the people watch the video all the way through. We're gonna say that's about average. We're gonna say 40 to 50% of people. Not bad, guys. Not bad. And when I have shorter videos, people tend to watch. We can make it happen, guys. We can make it happen. Either way, all right. And I'm just also gonna, interrupt myself right here. I appreciate the crap out of you guys. All right, I really do. You guys are the best. You guys support me. I support you guys, and I'm just gonna say, guys, I got your back. We're in, like I said earlier, guys. We share. All right, we're in the same boat. We're students of the market here. We're really just trying to do our thing, make our way here, and I think we all, we're just, guys, we're a community of all just like-minded people here, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. Carry on with the video. But yeah, guys, I am excited about these focus setups. We've been killing it, and I didn't know we were in this type of market before, and I've never traded in this. I'm going to be so transparent here. I've never traded successfully in this market before. The short squeeze environment. I didn't know how to handle it over here. All right, and now I know why. I thought about it today. And guys, back in 2021, that's when I actually got into the market, and it was a crazy short squeeze market. I remember these setups that I'm seeing right now. They were like in their middle stages or their ending stages. And I remember seeing them, and I was like, yo. And like, I made like it was like a quick 5 to 10K off of this thing called SOS. And then there was CCL options. And I got like addicted to options. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And there were like some other ones. But regardless, guys, I saw all these things taking place, and I had just entered the market, like really tried options and stuff like that. And, that was, I didn't know how to do it. Now I know how to do it really pretty well at this point. All right. I really just got to control my risk, and I'm doing pretty well. The last 2 weeks, we'll say here. Let's just review some of these setups that we've had in the background of these videos. All right. They haven't been the focus of these videos, but I'm about to, at least my trading, I'm going to have a lot of short-term trading now. So my December schedule is 1 to 9 p.m. For most, for one day, I have to go in at 10 o'clock. Every other day, guys, I'm going to be able to focus on these charts, baby. And I'm going to be honest. Guys, we got some setups right now. I think these are brewing up. I think Tesla is about to explode. I'm just a little spoiler right there. All right, but yeah, so we've nailed Upstart, guys, literally all the way since back here. You see where my alert is right here? This is where we really knew this thing was about to pop off. But guys, we got bullish right here. See this resistance? This was, this was all the way back there. That's when we really started playing it. All right, this thing has absolutely exploded. Congratulations to anybody who played it. Carvana, guys, we played this thing several times. Let me just put a big fat arrow here, guys. We called this out over here. There's a circle on this chart up until, about a week ago. We called out this bottom over here in this descending channel here on this channel. All right. Also called that breakout. We got the back test. We kept everybody in mind, guys. I have a list of like, almost 100 tickers that I keep in mind. These guys tend to have, very nice setups. And then, I got a short squeeze list too. And these things are going. I got them. They're going one by one, guys. And we're on it. We're on it on this channel. That's why I'm saying you support me. I support you guys. I got your best interests. I got you. These things are exploding. I really hope everyone has been making a lot of freaking money on these. Things are happening. All right. But that's the market I think we're in right now. We're in this short squeeze all-time high market, guys. All the small caps are going right now. They're going crazy. All right. Well, small to mid caps. All right. The big boys are just tanking this market upward. All right. They're just a train. Just boom, all along the train. Regardless, got the break and retest right here out of this beautiful setup right here. Break and retest right here out of this beautiful setup. These are all entries right here. All right, there you go. And then there's this, guys. What the heck is this thing right here? All right, you knew this thing was going to keep going. What the heck is this? You're all the way up here already? This thing is probably going to keep going. Yeah, maybe you pull back. But, guys, you had a big volume today to support this move. I think probably going to keep going. All right, so we called out this number 2. What's number 3? All right, SoFi. That was actually the most recent one. Well, most recent one was over here on Mr. Rivian. Congratulations to anybody who got to load up before the breakout, got to load up on the retest of the breakout, and then got to load up over. You got to play this thing. What the heck is this? Whew. Jeez Louise, all right? What do we also got going on? Oxy, all right? Oxy, long-term support. I understand it wasn't pretty. I understand. But now we get a catalyst. Warren Buffett decides to start buying a lot of this stock. What the heck, guys? Guys, I'm not talking catalyst. I'm talking charts, baby. All right. And yeah, guys, we're at long-term support. I told you, you know, I understand it doesn't look pretty, but we're probably going to catch a bid here. You caught a bid. It was off a catalyst. I had no idea about, guys. That's why charts predict the news. He was probably looking at a chart. HUD 8. That was the other one we called out yesterday. Here we go. Guys, these are all just what we put at the end of the videos, guys. I'm going to put some focus on this. Guys, keep these in mind. We'll be doing them daily. All right? I can't say these setups are going to be changing daily. They probably are. We've had a lot, guys. A lot has been called out here. All right? Most recently, Rivian. Now, I am going to point this out. And then we also pointed out yesterday, I think it was, Mars just looks like a freaking bull flag. These things look like they, you know, could keep just... what is this, guys? What else you got that going on? I don't know. All right. But yeah, focus setup. Number one, Tesla, big breakout. Daily breakout, heavy volume, increasing volume after yesterday's heavy volume. Positions were taken. All right. You swept the lows over here. You had a bear trap. You have now broken out to a new high. Broke out of this long-term downtrend right here, which happens to be a massive flag. Let me point out what happened to the last massive flag you had. Breakout over there. What happened today? Breakout. You get a weekly close outside of this thing, guys, this thing's going to go bananas. I'm talking 270. I'm talking this thing's coming up here, 270, 280 in a hurry. We could honestly have one day where you have a $20 day. We're going to have to see about Tesla, baby. I think this thing's going to go bananas. Next one is Neo. I think this happens to also be looking like it's going to go bananas. All right. You got like a mix of things going on here. You're like, really, guys, I think this thing's going to go bananas. Same setup. Literally same set, except, you know, here you know, ascended into this massive flag here. And guys, keep in mind, small flag you broke out and big flag. The day was a big day. You're about to come up here to 270. I'm talking weeklies tomorrow. Probably going to pay, honestly. Can't say I'm going to play them, all right? But I can't say, you know. Things are about to be looking pretty good. Guys, I'm serious. Congrats to anybody who played this Rivian bad boy right here. We are super prepared for this one. We're also super prepared for Cabana the whole time, guys. I'm super proud of this one. I'm going to be honest. Why am I proud, guys? Because this is, I'm proving to myself that, hey, I can, like, you know, like, if I'm not just sitting here staring at the indices, guys, and I'm just actively looking for these setups, guys, I have a list of these things, and they're popping like crazy. We have so many setups that we could just be focusing on, and if we're in this market that's not going to be faking me out, I'm all for it. All right, I think we're going to get a pullback, but after that pullback, I think a bunch more are going to go. That's where you get the freaking, you know, I'm talking like easy 100%. I'm talking like, you know, you could do 300 to freaking 500%. I wasn't even playing like weeklies. Guys, Rivian today, we knew about that thing. We knew that thing was going bananas yesterday. We knew that it was going to go bananas today. You could have played weeklies on that and caught like a freaking 2 to 10,000% move. 10,000 if you bought down here, 2 if you bought, you know, it opened, I don't know, or closed yesterday, whatever. These things are going bananas. These are the setups that are going to be happening. These are what we're going to be talking about, all right? Obviously, we're going to be talking about the big boys, but mainly, you know, the smaller guys that are going to be exploding. I think Neo is honestly setting up long-term support. You have this big falling wedge going on, this pennant we can call it, but I'm going to call it a falling wedge. Your RSI is just over 50 here. You definitely have room to run. Increasing volume over here. You could tell a position was taken over here. You're also right here at this trend line. Now, what I also will point out is you have a triple bottom going on. Now, what that also creates is an inverse head and shoulders. And let me just draw that to make it crystal clear for you. There you go, guys. I got you. This zone right here, that's your supply zone. Anywhere between 8, we're going to call it 830, even though it's like 825. But 830 all the way down to 795. That's where sellers are going to step in. If you can get over 830, I think you're probably going to start squeezing. I think you're probably going to start coming all the way up here. We're talking 8s, we're talking 9s, talking maybe 10s, all right? Whenever it goes, I think it's probably going to go. This thing clearly could tell once it gets going, it can get going. All right, and on the weekly chart, this thing looks like it's massively about to start getting going. Keep it on your radar. It's definitely on mine. I want to get in honestly heavier, guys, but you know, I think I'm making waves with my own personal discipline here. And you know, just sizing correctly on these plays has really been helping me. Like, just, you know, like indices, I got a bad habit of getting too heavy because I'm too freaking confident on the indices. These individual tickers, guys, I don't know why. It's a lot easier not to go. I just get too confident, guys. I make videos about these indices every day. Yeah, I'm gonna be making videos about these tickers too, but like, you know, what the hey? I'm not okay with it. All right, so yeah, I think I'm making waves. I'm gonna stick with this, but yeah, Neo and Tesla, I think these bad boys are about to go. Especially Tesla. This is a very clear one that already has broken out. It's probably gonna draw a lot of buyers tomorrow. You're probably, even if you have down days, guys, on the indices, I think Tesla probably makes its way up here to 270. And if that's the case, maybe even have an update tomorrow on the indices. But I think Tesla's probably gonna run. And Neo over here, wait for that breakout. If you can get the breakout, I think this thing probably has a big day like you had over here on Rivian. You had two of these massive days over here. Now, also, keep in mind, Carvana, guys. You get these breakouts in some of these names. Now, I don't have ORD tags. I'm not going to go pay the 70 or 80 bucks for the ORD tags, but, you know, I don't know about the short interest over on Neo, but we clearly have seen this thing really runs if it runs. It can have these 10% days. That's what I'm really looking for here. I think on the breakout, you're going to see a massive move. All right, and 10% would actually bring, yeah, almost to $9. We're just calling it out. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at going into tomorrow. With that being said, ladies and gents, I love you guys, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.